Hello my friends and welcome to the Kitch-Em show. I am Em and I'm excited to be here this evening. It's a late night. I got home from work a little while ago and it's pretty late and I'm hungry and I wanted to create a dinner that would be very homey, very cozy, very delicious, yet easy and quick to make. So tonight I decided to use up some ground beef and make up some Italian style mini meatloaves. Some green beans and a baked potato as well. And it's all gonna go in one pan, which is awesome because less cleanup. It's easier to keep track of. Did I mention less cleanup? Making my life much easier, and I just set the timer and walk away. I've got a pound of lean ground beef here. What I'm gonna do is start by adding some gluten-free breadcrumbs. These are the Alea's Italian breadcrumbs. They're so good. So I'm making this in an Italian style, which is actually the way my mom used to make this growing up. She would always use Italian breadcrumbs in her meatloaf. I've already done some prep work. I've chopped up about half a cup-ish of red bell pepper. I usually don't do red bell pepper in my meatloaf, but it sounded kind of good and I'm trying to be better about incorporating more vegetables into my diet. So there's one way. I have half a yellow or brown onion. I'm just gonna toss right in there as well. Boop, 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 boop. I have some minced garlic. I cheat, I buy the little jars. I'm gonna have to buy another one soon because this is almost out. Whew, that garlic is strong. And then I have an egg. So I would normally use my hands to like mix this together, but I want to make sure I get all of the veggies and breadcrumbs incorporated first. You know what? I might just have to use my hands. A spoon is not cutting it. So here we go. It's always so gross to me. Ugh. Handling raw meat with my hands, my bare hands. I should invest in those gloves that they use in food service. I should buy some of those. That would make it much more worthwhile to me to not have to get my hands all nasty. I'm gonna crack one more egg. It's gonna need it. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more breadcrumb to this. Why not? And then my secret ingredient. I have some Italian shredded cheese. It's got mozzarella, provolone, romano, parmesan, fontina, and asiago. So it's a really good mix. So I'm adding a very generous amount. There we go. This is starting to get a little better. So I have enough here to make about 3, maybe 4 loaves. Here's about the size of a loaf here. A quarter pound is pretty good. So I think that's about a quarter, maybe a third of a pound. I don't know. I have some parchment paper. Excuse you. I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and I have a giant cookie sheet here lined with parchment paper that I'm going to place this onto. I'm trying to shape these into kind of longer, almost loaf shapes. Honestly, they're not going to be the prettiest, and I don't care. Oops, I'm making a mess here. Flying meat. That sounds disgusting. And I just sideswiped my phone with my nasty hands. Man, why did I have to do that? Alright, last loaf. So I have tomato paste instead of sauce because I like the richness of the flavor of tomato paste. So I'm going to mix that here, add in a little garlic to this as well, or at least some of the garlic juice. By the way, I do have an alcoholic drink of choice this evening, the Seattle Cider Company Pumpkin Spice Cider. I've been trying to drink this up for weeks. I'm just not the biggest drinker. So now I'm going to take this tomato paste and I'm just going to spread a little bit over the top here. When it roasts in the oven, it's just going to have this amazing like yumminess. I'm going to flatten this out a little bit more because it's really thick. I would use a brush for this, but I'm also lazy and don't want to have to clean it after I'm done. And we're set on that. I've got some green beans that I have rinsed and are ready to go onto the cookie sheet here. I am going to drizzle some olive oil. This olive oil is so amazing and I'm about halfway out of it already and I'm so sad. It's Olympian Myth. This is what I got in Greece. I had it shipped home. We visited an olive farm that produces olive oil and other yummy things and they ship internationally. So my friend and I bought a lot of stuff and had it shipped home instead of having to carry it on the plane in our stored luggage. And actually, I have this set here, and I have some different flavored ones. I'm gonna add a little bit of my chili pepper infused olive oil. Oh, this smells so good. And then I'm gonna sprinkle on a little bit of salt over everything. And then I'm gonna prepare the potatoes. All right, so I have 2 strips of aluminum foil here and 2 large pre-washed potatoes. I'm gonna take a knife and just kind of stab this potato a few times to make sure it can cook all the way through. I'm gonna add in some butter and some salt, and that's gonna seep in as well. Rub this all over. All right, and now I have my butter. I'm gonna take a generous pat and rest it on top. I'm gonna do one on the bottom. So I'm gonna wrap these potatoes up like so. The potatoes are ready to go in the oven. The meatloaves and the string beans are also ready to go in the oven. So I'm gonna put everything in the oven for about 40 minutes, and I'm gonna check it to make sure everything's cooked through. One of the meatloaves in particular is a little thick, so I have a feeling it's gonna take a little longer to cook than I initially imagined. I'll be back once everything's out of the oven and I have plated my food, and I'll show you my dinner for the night. Alrighty friends, so it has been about 45-50 minutes or so. I had checked the meatloaf and the green beans and they were done, but the potatoes were not. I forgot with extra large potatoes they needed extra time to cook. So I took them out of their little aluminum foil jackets and I tossed them in the microwave and just let the microwave do its thing. It took about 7 minutes for them to finally cook through. So I cannot tell you how hungry I am, yet also how tired I am. It has been a really long day and I'm excited to have some delicious dinner. Let's take some green beans and let's take this potato. I already know these potatoes are ginormous and I'm not even going to be able to eat like all this food. With my potato, I'm going to dress it up with some little bit more butter because I like butter. Some salt and pepper and a little bit of sour cream. And then that's that. So I'm done cooking for the night. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening or day, whatever time it is in your world. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you found this video entertaining, or maybe it was helpful in coming up with an idea for a quick and easy dinner for you and your family. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and again, don't forget to check out the description box for this secret question. Answer that and you might get a gold star. I said that in the last video, I think. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah! Bye!